can mischief dodge all the soul assumptions.
Oh, you're right. But the cooldown's really long. I guess it's like 2 mana intensive though.
It's still good.
Yeah.
They do have the Ember Spirit instead. Do you think there's a...
Picking up the Visage. Xavier's still on those greedy forests. There is a smoke up here, Mike.
There certainly is a 5v5 team fight to get started as Lelouch on the front lines queue. He's going to be the first one to drop. Right off the bat, in we go. KP now in danger. Natsumi will chase him down. Should eventually have him as well as the stun does fly out. KP, he'll be the second to drop. A double kill for Natsumi. Jonathan, there's no other...
Is having to play on a Tide. You could try to play around with the slow stacking on Gush and on Grave Chill, but locking in and turning around the Monkey's tough.
Q, he's going to try and turn around here onto the CK. Does get the cookie stun off, but it's just not going to be enough. Spotted out, Q. He'll know about the stacks on the left side jungle and bottom lane. There'll be a jump in. Never mind. Again, going to be in trouble. Savage going to take the soul assumption, but seeing Lelouch, he does not want the fight. They'll let Hyde die for this. It's a 3-hero rotation for the kill, and they will get it. Not the greatest kill in the world, but it's something for Polaris.
Yeah, it's something. It's a lot of commitment for that kill. It opens up top a little bit more and opens up mid. What?
He's out of mana, John. In fact, they found both of them. Nevermind is going to drop, and so will Lelouch. Oh, that's a disastrous team fight for Polaris.
Aggression. They are starting to really see the damage ramp up from Mikado. Phase boots up, Blightstone, and that's enough to really get the damage off with just a max sleight of fist. And Xavius still doesn't have a Ravage.
Yeah, he's in big trouble. Xavier's going to drop. Makoto able to take a kill for himself on the Ember, and when you look at the net...
11 minutes, let's see.
I mean, to be fair, I did say Polaris, but, you know, I guess I could have pretended like I said Talon. Xavier's going to try and get chased down here. Makoto does get the chains off, and they lose. Try and float, of course, a fight as Makoto, waiting for another sleight of fist, is going to be able to land it. Really wants the kill, and is going to be able to remnant out of there.
Especially in that Visage, just the Tranquils alone, along with the Ring of Basilius and Null, just doesn't do enough, and their stacks get cleared out. Mikado manages to snipe a lot.
They do as TMB, going to be very cautious. Makoto, he's going to double damage Rune, and it's just going to be too easy. TMB already knows he's going to die. And it seems like bot lane, they're going to try again onto Nevermind, but he is going to be able to run with the Brave Chill. In fact, they're going to try and turn onto Savage, but he's got the cookie away. Now Makoto will rotate from the side and into the kisses they go. Q is going to try for it, and he's got it. Nevermind to drop. Xavier's, he'll keep running. Makoto, he'll go for the chase. Doesn't really have the chains to lock him down. Savage to just overtake. And speaking of overtaking mid lane, Makoto, who has overtaken Lelouch by a mile, might go in for a fight as Hyde. He's going to come in from the backside. They've got the Fiend's Grip, they've got a double damage, and they've got Lelouch. It's a very rough time for this mid Pango, John.
He does have that Diffusal up, and Polaris, again, they're in a position where he could try to force a play with Ravage without a blink. Catching out the Ember just still feels really tough, and look at Talon just going for another smoke play.
Oh, never mind. He just can't catch a break, this bloke. That they won't land the chains, but look at the kisses, John. Look at the damage.
Oh, God.
Nevermind's just gone. Hyde, he will secure the kill in quotations as Lelouch is going to try and go for a bit of a chase here onto the Bane at the least. Makoto does get stunned up. Hyde somehow still alive, does finally drop, but now Lelouch needs his own way out. Chains are there. They want to keep going. Makoto, he's a bit too low on mana, but he has the sleight of fist. He'll take another kill as they can't even get the rift off. Oh, the fog comes in the way between Natsumi.
Like, not many kills on the kill board, 10 to 17. A smoke out from Talon now. It's going to be looking to play aggressive. Still no blink on KP, but as you mentioned, BKBs are ready. Here we go.
Well, Ravage is out. This could be a nice start as they've got Hyde down already. Into KP, they go with a massive Death Ward. It will take him down to Savage. Trying to force the fight, needs to back his way out. They get caught with their pants down, and Polaris, they do thoroughly...
Still gonna have to watch themselves. They know there's no Ravage. Talon could go for a play here.
Yeah, they're gonna force this one out. They've still got most of their BKBs available as they just destroy TMB. Makoto with a double damage rune just takes him out with one slide.
Got it.
I like the way you described Polaris's team house. Like, yeah, it's the same. I mean, meanwhile, for Talon,
I heard... the same, though.
It's a great house. Talon's team house, great house. It's a great house.
I haven't been to Polaris's house. Maybe when I'm in Cebu. Wink, wink,
I have to binge on him. Mid lane, Xavier's. He's going to be in trouble. He might need to go back home as well, John. But he can't. He's dead. Makoto, he'll keep going now. Onto the CK. Natsumi almost goes down, but is going to be able to survive. With this power spike that is on Savage, Into the mid lane they go. Lelouch, he might be the first target they find. In fact, he is. Savage missing out. KP does go for a spear, but it goes right through the tree line onto the T2 tower. They should eventually find him, and they will. But how does that work? How does the spear go right through the forest? This top lane, TMB in a bit of danger. KP gonna go for a chase. TMB, he'll go into the Shadow Amulet, but it isn't gonna matter. He will drop. And Savage, he still gets the mid-tier 2. No problem.
All outer towers gone for Polaris. They haven't been able to make too much leeway on the map. They've only taken the bot tier 1 map control. Very heavy in Talon's favor. Q.
They do at least find Q. It's sunk in the net worth board. In comparison to, say, Natsumi on the CK, and it just starts to feel like there's no coming back from this point. But
there's always way more.
Jump in. They found Xavius. Poor old Xavius. He's just going to have to burn alive here as Savage will happily take the kill on the Monkey King. And what's the way, Jonathan?
It's shown us time and time again, it's very hard to move against him with the mobility of the Monkey King, with the mobility coming out from Ember here, Mike. It's hard for them to get the smoke angles out. So I think the best play is going to be that high ground.
Natsumi's going to be very careful. Hyde, he's in range to go for the Nightmares. The spear back is going to be out. KP, they're going to move in, and they've got the CK locked down. Natsumi can do nothing.
It's just massive, Mike. He's going for the Scotty next. Mikado, I believe, has his Ags up and running on our Ember, so it's going to be much more mobile as well, and you have to be careful about that mobility here.
Yeah, Xavius, he's going to be much more careful here, John, as he does commit the Ravage. There is going to be a very nice Rolling Thunder line here for Lelouch to make his way over to, but is it going to be enough? It doesn't seem like it. They'll pop the whoop.
Up in Lelouch here, Mike, so you can randomly get a stun off, and they'll try their luck here on Polaris' end.
Yeah, mid lane, KP does break the smoke of Lelouch as he does make the blink in. Bashes out, KP in danger, does pop his BKB, and now the arena is down. Never mind, and Natsumi trapped inside of it as they move in. Makoto, he'll be there. Savage trying to go for the fight, but who are we aiming? They'll go after Lelouch on the Rolling Thunder. In fact, TMB, he'll be the first one to drop. In they go after the Pangolier, but he's just fine to blink out as Q now is the one in danger. Never mind, trying to chase him down, does at least pick up the Snapfire, but Savage is going to be right behind him on the Visage, but they do find another. KP's gone, but they will take down Nevermind. A 2-for-2 trade. Certainly in the favor of Polaris Esports this time around, I believe, Jonathan. So they do get a very nice net worth swing to go their way, but the fight is not really over. Xavius, oh boy. I mean, you can try for the TP all you want, but the damage output from 23 Savage right now is just way too high.
Not going to have Ravage. They will have the Tide and Ravage up if the buyback's committed. Lelouch has to be a bit careful here.
And he does. Savage going to set up for the Wukong's command into the chains out by Makoto. Savage now 8-0-4 on the Monkey King. And like I said earlier, John, what a debut.
Out with that secondary life on hand. If they find a kill outside of base, high ground opens up. Without Aegis, it's not going to take too long for them to commit there.
When they go, Xavius gonna realize the hard way that Savage is right above him as well. There's a remnants forward. Makoto, he'll go right after TMB. Aghanim Scepter makes it very easy for the Ember to chase. And Xavius, he will be the second to follow. And now Makoto, I mean, he's just looking for more. He can just hunt anyone he wants.
Yeah, and he's been on a constant hunt this entire game. 9-0-7 right now on that Ember. I think the one thing that really enabled that for Makoto was also power rune control. We saw him multiple times in the early game there, Mike, with double damage runes almost every single time. Right? They just had such great rune control to enable that Ember's aggression. And again, with the Aegis still running, with Savage, with Scotty up, how do you stop this high ground push?
Lelouch thinking about moving in, but Savage, a very intimidating kind of target as they make the jump in for Lelouch, but they miss out. Q just not quick enough, and in the meantime, Natsumi does get the Monkey King once. It's a great start. Can they get him a second? KP, he'll move in with the arena. They've only got Nevermind, and he's gone into that stone form for now. They should at least have the Visage eventually, as Nevermind does get stunned up and gets taken down by the statues of 23 Savage. But it seems like that's going to be about it. They've success
at a Ravage in that fight. No BKBs. This could be punishing for Talon if they misplay. Without that spell immunity, you have a lot of value coming in here from that Ravage on Xavius.
We can see if he can actually land a pretty big Ravage here, though. Not many BKBs up. Lelouch in big trouble. Already getting taken down. He does have buyback available, but he might just need to
Step outside base. They're just stuck there slowly but surely. Even if Talon doesn't force the issue on Rax, you're really choking him out from goal.
He'll make the jump in. Xavius needs to get that Ravage off ASAP, but the BKBs are out and he can't do it. No buyback available. That'll mean the Wukongs to come out and the Rax to be secured. Lock down the CK for one. Boundless not going to land. Savage makes the jump in, forcing out the Rolling Thunder, and they will just disengage. They lose, he just cancelled it off. Into the chains they go, Arena down, KP, he's in. Ravage does nothing. Ravage does absolutely nothing here by Xavius. As TMV and Xavius are both down. And now, with the Wukong's command down, it's going to be a very easy time to get the mid lane of Barracks. Natsumi, he's going to try and make the jump in, but look at the damage output. Savage just rips him a new one. And that'll be game one to go the way of Talon as Polaris. And they're off to a great start. At least with that first team fight at the 0-minute mark, John, but right after that, it just all fell apart.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough one for Polaris. It looked good at the start. They had really good level 1s to play with, and I'd say maybe up to level 3, level 4, their lanes looked a lot stronger if they maintained that aggressive pace, right? If they managed to play around with, say, the Gush from the Tide along with the Grave Chill from the Visage on the bot lane a little bit more, instead of playing greedy with Pulse, they might have been able to, you know, work that lane better, keep Savage down, and play off the back of the snowballing effect from the Visage. But they opted to play it slow, and that was something Talon could punish. Savage had a really good time in his bot lane. He managed